Sunday we saw Thunderbolts, which was incredible. I really liked Yelena, and my mom has a Black Widow cosplay, and so she wants me to do Yelena, and we can do Black Widow and Yelena together. I thought it was really good. Goofy, but like it was a little corny, but like it was, you know, it was pretty good. I still want to see it. It was good. It was good. There was a couple parts where I was like, it's a little corny, but it was good. And then my cousin got a giant Red Guardian figurine from Mythical Mountain.
I waste time, say lot word when few word do trick.
What? I want to see Bucky. It's always been... Okay. I will say, hi Meryl. My entire family was like, wasn't Bucky huge? Like, Bucky doesn't seem like... Because he's supposed to be like a super soldier. Like, bro doesn't need to hit the gym. He's a super soldier. Like, it's not like a, you know, he stops working. He's a super soldier. He has it in his body. It isn't as big as he used to be. Like, bro used to be jacked out of his mind. And we're like, yo, Bucky quit taking steroids. I feel like this one was the first one in a while that didn't feel right. I feel it's a spoiler, so I can't say. But if you've seen it, the ending is a little like, with the power of friendship. That's all I'll say. I feel like with the ending, it was a little with the power of friendship. But besides that, I liked it. Man stopped hitting the juice. That's what we were like. Bucky stopped taking the steroids. It's only one cycle of tests if you never stop. Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, I did like the mental health. Yeah, that was super cool. My dad goes, why is Bucky skinny? I was like, okay, he's not skinny. But he definitely was, like, bro was like Captain America jacked. Like, Hugh Jackman jacked. Like, I don't think Sebastian needed to be Bolt 24/7 after Endgame. Bucky wasn't used. Yeah, I think that is the issue, is that as actor-wise, he's probably in other things or whatever, that he's not getting paid to be that. You know, when they're in the Marvel movies, they get paid to have a trainer to train them to look a certain way. Because, you know, like, it's not really... I mean, I guess you could look like that if it's your job, but if it's not your job, you can't really dedicate your entire life to looking like that if you're trying to work and do other things. And so we were saying, like, you know, like, probably he hasn't been doing Marvel, so he's not going to be doing all of this stuff to look huge. But I was just like, am I tripping? Or he used to be like Hugh Jackman Wolverine jacked. And I'm not talking like, you know, it's still, he was jacked, you know, he was jacked. I'm not saying he didn't have muscle. I just remember it being like, holy fudge. The new Superman movie looks so good, bro. The new Superman movie and the How to Train Your Dragon movie, so good. I'm so excited for the new Superman. The new Superman probably is going to be one of my top movies of this year. It looks so sinking good. Fantastic Four looks, but they changed the Thing. They made the Thing skinny, and he's CGI. He's the Thing in the first Fantastic Four is like huge. He's just a rock. I mean, he's a rock. He's rocks. They made him slim thick. I was like, why has he got a mewing jawline? He's a rock. Huh? I was like, what the? Well, okay, so that's what my cousin Tristan, he was like, well, he's a congressman now. It's congressman. He doesn't need to be as jacked. But I'm like, okay, but he's a super soldier. He technically couldn't lose the muscle because he's a super soldier. Like, obviously real life, whatever. But like, he's a super soldier. So, like, it doesn't matter what he's doing, he would still be jacked. Leon Stitch does look good, too. They made him look like the comics. I feel like he has, like, a mewing chin, like a mewing jawline. Like, bro's over there going like this. First time Superman seems like he's struggling with the villain instead of just being OP. You know, we were so excited. My uncle's favorite superhero of all time, if anything, is Batman. And he thinks Batman could beat everybody. I mean, you ask him, can he beat this? Can he beat that? Yes, Batman could. Yes, Batman could. Yes, Batman could. I mean, we've, not even Marvel, DC, we've named everything. And he's like, yes, he could beat. And so we were like, oh, looks good. My uncle's like, oh, that Superman movie looks amazing, but Batman would still be. I'm like, bro, no, stop. Is there a movie happy for the second Mortal Kombat 2 movie? There's a second Mortal Kombat 2 movie! Wait, is there a trailer? Shut up. Is there actually a trailer? You're just intimidated by an alpha like the Thing? Okay, first of all, I can't hear the word The Thing without thinking of the Thing movie. We watched The Thing, the newer one, and then we watched the old, like, '02 when George Washington was alive. He could have acted in the movie, The Thing, because it's my uncle's and my dad's favorite. They love The Thing. They think The Thing is the best thing ever, and they have watched every YouTube video, and so they know every single. They go, "That's an Easter egg. That's an Easter egg. That's an Easter egg," and it's not even an Easter. It's like the ketchup bottle. That's an Easter egg, and it's like, brother, it's just a ketchup bottle. It's not an Easter egg. What do you mean? And so we watched The Thing Saturday, and then we watched The Thing, the old one, Sunday, and oh my goodness, I listen. It was good the first time, but we're on the 50th runaround of it. I'm tired of it. I don't care. They could all die. Let them all die. I don't care. The Red Guardian is also a super soldier and got out of shape. That's fair. I didn't think about that. I love the Red Guardian, dude. I love him. He is... So I laughed out loud so many times. Bucky could be Batman. I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything, but Bucky kind of washed. It's kind of washed up. Like Mortal Kombat, I love Mortal Kombat. On my, you can't see, but on my wall back there is Scorpion. I love Mortal Kombat so much. Superman's never interesting in the slightest, but it actually looks interesting. Yes, and there's a little doggy, and he calls the little doggy. Oh, it looks so cute. Playing Rivals, I hate, like, okay, that's fair. But he just, I don't want to spoil anything, but Bucky used to be, he put Captain America to, like, shame. Like, Captain America was struggling against Bucky, okay? And now you could say he has some mental stuff holding him back because it was his best friend. He didn't want to hurt him. But he was physically struggling against him, okay? Bucky was kind of washed. But he hasn't been fighting, so, you know, maybe he, you know, he's lost his touch. Maybe he needs a little bit of practice. Is Crypto the dog's name? You thought Bucky was skinny? Oh, nah. Let me show you what Winter Soldier Bucky looked like. Bucky Winter Soldier. He just made me add up. Bro is... Look at this. That he is not skinny. He could have been the new Captain America. Okay. I agree. He could have been a crazy new Captain America. Crypto Superman dog. Oh, that's cute. That is not skinny. Bro is jacked. I forgot he looked like this. I forgot he looked like this. He looks so different. What has it been? 10 years? 15 years? He looks so different. Twiggy? Oh, nah. Oh, I know you ain't calling him Twiggy. But let me show you. I don't think this will be a... I'll find a non-spoiler Bucky Thunderbolts. Bro he looks so different. Let me show you him in Thunderbolts. Now, he's still bad. He's still freaking cool. I'm not saying he's not cool. There's some scenes where it's like, okay, sheesh. But he's not as jacked as he used to once be. I can't find like a picture. This isn't like a good photo, but I mean, you can kind of see even here. You can kind of see where it's like, that jacket would have been busting at its seams, bro. The scene where he first shows up, he does still have aura. Bro, I'm not saying he doesn't have aura. He's still got aura. I don't really care. You know who I don't like? I'm not gonna lie, and no disrespect to this actor himself, but I cannot stand what's his name? Jackie? I just can't stand him. I can't stand him. Hey, no disrespect toward the actor, but I can't stand him, bro. He was so annoying in the movie. I'm like, get out of here. Also, did you know his dad is in the Thing movie? Easter egg. Found that one and heard that about 20 times yesterday. Bucky was supposed to be the next one. He turned it down? Sebastian. I'll call him up. We're friends. I call him Sebi. I'll call him up. He's so... I just don't even... He doesn't even, like, really fit, like, the Marvel vibes, even. Like, he just seems like... He seems like he would be good acting at, like, a Hallmark movie. You know? He's got, like, Hallmark vibes, where it's, like, he's trying to be funny and serious, but it's giving, like... She's such a loser. Always ready to cry. Holy fudge. Just doesn't fit the superhero vibe. Like, I'm not saying that he's, like, terrible, right? Like I'm just saying, like, I think, like, he would fit. I don't mean it in, like, a disrespectful way. He would fit, like like an action movie, maybe like as a dad and like, you know, his daughter like gets kidnapped or something, or like a military movie or something. But like he just doesn't give me Marvel vibes. On a Black Mirror episode, yeah, like something, yeah, like a Netflix something. Like he just doesn't give me big screen like he was given Netflix acting. I'm not gonna lie, he was, and that's coming from someone who doesn't act, so like literally doesn't mean anything. But just from all of, he didn't vibe with the other people. He's just giving Netflix. It was giving Netflix. You're just racist. He's white. Every time it panned to him, I felt like it took me out of the movie. Like I felt like I was in the movie and like I was submerged into the movie. And then when he came on, I was like, oh, I'm watching a movie. Because it felt like he was reading his lines like this. And one time I went over here. Oh no. Like I felt like, I don't know, it felt very stale. But I feel like maybe it's just the character. Like maybe the character, he just wasn't, you know, wasn't written well or something. I don't know. Just, it wasn't it. But Yelena, oh my goodness gracious. Yelena is her. And I don't think this is a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. She loves guinea pigs. It's not a spoiler. I'm just saying she likes guinea pigs. And so she is her. I almost like her more than Black Widow. I'm not gonna lie. This scene's in the trailer. Okay, this scene's in the trailer, so I can show this. Little guinea pig. Little guinea piggy. Little guinea piggy. And a little guinea piggy. This is in the trailer, so it's fine. Who else was there? Ooh! Ghost? Bro. Ghost?
Seriously, screaming helps.
Thanks for following,
not
Dank. Ghost was bad. Ghost was bad, like a good bad. Like, she was sick. She is cool. You know how good it would be to have her as a cosplay, bro? I'm trying to make sure I don't spoil nothing. And she fits that vibe, bro. Hey, listen, all I will say, it was advertised with Taskmaster. That's all I'm gonna say. And if you've seen the movie, you know. No, we're not getting spoilers. We won't talk about spoilers, like, until a year from now. I'm kidding, not a year. But I know a lot of people here haven't seen it yet. Not even missing a beat, saying yes, ma'am. That's crazy. Bucky's entrance, masterpiece. I will say, bike would not stay up. Now that I know motorcycles, bike would not stay up. That gravel, bike would not stay up. Bike stays up if you have skills. I don't care how much skill you got. I don't think it's doing that. Is it as good as Deadpool Wolverine? Oh, Deadpool Wolverine was fantastic. I would say it's up there. I would say I have recently been so disappointed with Marvel. It is just flop after flop. Like, they care too much about their shows and they haven't been putting as much emphasis on their movies, and it showed. This one did not disappoint. This one did not disappoint. My dad's a super like harsh, like, you know, my mom was like, it's amazing, I loved it. You know, it could have a caterpillar the whole time. She'd go, it was the best thing ever, I loved it. Like, my mom is not a very hard critic. My dad is pretty hard on Marvel because he grew up on the comics. Like, my dad grew up reading the comics. So, he said it was pretty good. He said it was pretty good. So, that was my dad. I would say you aren't going to be disappointed. I don't need Rotten Tomatoes. I just need literally to tell me what to think about movies. Hey, I got you. Yes, I agree. Thunderbolts is getting Marvel back on track. I think it was a good... What's it called when someone, like, lifts up the mood? Like, it did that. It brought the spirits back to Marvel. It was like, okay. Sony was fighting with Marvel, and they weren't going to release the second part of the Across the Spider-Verse, which I was fixing to fly to their director's doors and knock on them and say, excuse you, you're going to finish it. You can't just say to be continued. But apparently, it has a release date for 2026. I haven't watched all the Marvel shows either. I can't stand the whole shows thing, I'm not gonna lie. There's too many. Now, if there was one or two, I wouldn't mind. But the fact that there was like 50 new shows and you had to watch them to know what's going on was mid. After Endgame, Marvel bombed so bad, I agree. The shows are quite mid. Now, there are some where it's like, okay, this is good. But Marvel's not... I feel like Marvel is not a show, like you gotta do little one-off shows. You can't be doing 40 different shows because now... We used to have to look forward to Marvel. We had to be like, you know, I remember growing up being like, oh my word, the next movie's gonna be in 2 years. Oh my word. And now it's like, it was every month they were putting out a new show and it was like, I don't care anymore. I don't care. Like, okay, I don't care. Because they were like mid, bro. They were kind of mid. She-Hulk was good until it sucked. I barely seen anything Marvel. That's fair. I mean, it's been up and down. I'm not gonna lie, but Thunderbolts was good. At no point during Thunderbolts did I say, "Oh my goodness, how much is left?" That new Captain America, whatever that crap was, with the Red Hulk for about 5 seconds at the end, was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I literally felt like I was in history class. My dad kept saying, they have to catch you up on what's going on. I was like, well, they could do it entertainingly. I don't need a sinking a documentary on what's going on. It was so boring, bro. It was so boring. And then they advertised the whole movie about Red Hulk. The whole movie was advertised, Red Hulk, Red Hulk, Red Hulk. And he was in it for maybe 5% of the movie. I'm like, it got good for about 10 minutes. I never watched a Hawkeye show. Honestly, Hawkeye, I never was interested in Hawkeye. Bro's just a normal dude with a bow, not gonna lie. So you kind of have to buy it into the whole thing, even the cry parts. Yeah, because then you don't know what's going on. You don't know who's who. You have to know who's who to understand. Like, I didn't watch Loki for the longest time, and I didn't understand any of the different universe number crap. I didn't understand any of that. I didn't feel like I'm married. No, it was so boring. I mean, it was one of the most boring movies I've ever watched in my life. I was on my phone half the time. I was like, this is how, I kept going, how much longer? Oh my word. How much longer? Oh my word. Kind of like a band talking about each song in detail before playing each one. It's like, dude, just play the music. That's good. Good comparison. It had Yelena. Yeah, I know it had Yelena. I never ended up watching because it had Yelena and it had the one girl in the purple suit. Did y'all know Scarlett Johansson, I think that's her name, the girl that plays Black Widow, said she's never coming back to the role. She said she's dead and you need to accept it because I'm not coming back to the role. I said, bruh, come on now. You're a superhero. Like, you can't retire. You are her and you have to play her until you die. I'm sorry. You signed your life away. The second Black Panther was amazing. The first Black Panther and the second Black Panther, beyond incredible. Beyond incredible. Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Dr. Doom. I saw that, bro. Said, give me that check. Give me that check. They can do alternative universe. True. I love Black Panther 2. Oh my word, it was chef's kiss. I remember I was sitting on the wood floor watching it while I was carving a pumpkin on the TV, and I was just like, I don't want the set. Yes, Black Panther 2 is so, it's beautiful. Like, it's just cinematically beautiful. It's great. It's got action. It's got humor. It's amazing. What else has recently come out? Recent Marvel movies. Kraven? If y'all haven't seen Kraven, now don't sleep on Kraven. Y'all can't sleep on Kraven now. Kraven was impeccable. Kraven was so good, but it flopped, and so they're not going to make another one. It flopped, so Sony's not going to make... So it was by Sony, I think. Sony came out with it, and it flopped, and so they're not going to make another one. But it was amazing. If you have not seen Kraven, please go watch Kraven. It was so good. Venom. I haven't seen the newest Venom. Venom's good, though. Y'all know we like Venom. Madam Web. Never saw it. Heard terrible things about it. Spider-Man Across the Universe. Spider-Verse is my dad's favorite Marvel movie of all time. My dad literally says, Spider-Man Across the Universe. I had to beg him to see that with me. I said, Dad, please. It's going to be so good. I loved the first one. I was like, Dad, please. And he said, no. He said, that's going to suck. I'm not going to that. He said it was, he called it Blue's Clues. He said, that's a kid's show. I said, Dad, please. Came. It is his number one. If you ask him, what's your favorite number one Marvel movie? He will tell you it's Across the Spider-Verse. He will tell you it's Across the Spider-Verse. That's his favorite of all Marvel movies ever. And and then I think number 2 is Deadpool and Wolverine. I think number 2 is Deadpool Wolverine. Didn't care for Kraven. Really? It was so good. Yeah, he's not a well-known villain. I thought it was cool. I just thought it was really cool. Sony, I'm not gonna lie. It wouldn't be good because it would give Disney a monopoly of, like, all of the characters. But Sony needs to just give it up, bro. They are grasping at straws, trying to say, we still have Marvel. Look, we still got 1%. Just give it up, bro. Just give it up. Come on now, just give it up. You haven't seen Across the Spider-Verse? It's so good. He's basically PETA. He loves the animals. Let's see. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 made me cry. I never saw Morbius, but I think my parents saw it and they liked it. New Mutants. See, I don't care. The new this, the new that. Don't call it new, because then no one's going to want to go see it because no one trusts you. That's the issues. We have trust issues. So don't call it the new this, new that. Just call it. I guess the New Mutants is part of the comics, though. Never mind. You're screwed. You're screwed. Never mind. You have to call it the Mutants. Well, you're actually screwed. Well, you're Marvel. You're screwed. Sorry. Doomsday is coming out May 1st, 2026. Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out July 31st, 2026. Avengers Secret Wars is coming out May 7th, 2027. Guardians are highly overrated. Storm, I'm gonna need you to go back in time, delete your typing of that comment, and never send it ever again. Because we do not disrespect Rocket. The raccoon. Their stat right now, I didn't know they had, what's Blade? Who's Blade? Ooh, edgy. Ooh, look how edgy this is. Ooh, edgy. Blade. Edgy. Edgelord. Edgy. New Mutants has... Yes, New Mutants does have magic. New Mutants does have magic. That's true. And that's the only way you can really get a comic. Because Magic only has one comic. My magic comic is the New Mutant comic with her on it. Let's see, what else? Ant-Man and the Wasp is never saw the Marvels. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like Captain Marvel. Boring. She's too... It's not even her fault. It's the fact that Marvel was trying to do the whole girl power, girl boss, and it just felt like I walked into a stinking Facebook mom's house that said, girls run the world, girl boss, girls can do it. And it's like, just have her be cool. Just have her be cool. You don't have to tell us that girls can do it. Just have her do it. We can see with our eyeballs she is a woman. So just have her do it, and then we know girls can do it. But instead, the entire time you go, girl power, girl boss, girl, and it's like, I'm a woman, and I hate this. It's giving Facebook mom. It really is. And nothing against Facebook moms, because my mom's a Facebook mom, but it's giving Facebook mom. I love Star-Lord. I have Guardians of the Galaxy vinyls of all the songs. Played as a vampire hunter? Hold up, y'all know I like vampires, though. My first ever anime was Vampire Knight, which is also, it's a weird anime. I don't know how I watched it when I was little, but whatever. Hire Luda to play Magic. If not worth watching. It's not gonna happen? Wesley Snipes. Uh-oh. What happened to him? Bro committed tax evasion? But he served jail sentence and was released in 2013. Wait, why can't he do it no more? Marvel's was better than I thought, but not some great movie. They did Captain Marvel better in that one. Really? I didn't go see it. Signs that say live, laugh, love in various orders, literally. Should I watch them? Yes, you should. You should watch them. Women can't actually do cool things, so we gotta try extra hard when it's like, bro, these women characters like Scarlet Witch and Black Widow are already cool. Just keep doing that. Literally, it feels like they don't believe. Literally, it feels like they don't believe it, so they gotta sell it. And it's like, dude, first of all, they're superheroes. They're already cool. You don't have to make them cool. They're cool. Thor Ragnarok, I didn't like Thor. I thought it was boring. But I love Star-Lord. I love Gamora. I love, Drax is just a big teddy bear. I love Drax. Wait, but what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with Wesley? What did Wesley do? Doctor Strange was, I think, good. I never saw Eternals. Captain Marvel sucked. Thor Ragnarok sucked. Dude, the Avengers came out 2012. The Avengers came out 13 years ago. I remember going to see it in theaters dressed up as Iron Man. As a little kid. Oh my word. I need to close this website. It's gonna make me start tweaking. Yeah, Captain America Brave New World. Shoot. Worst movie ever. Nah, there's a lot of movies that take that crown. Fantastic Four is gonna be good. I just miss Chris Evans, bro. I used to watch, the only DVD we had in our car on the way to school was Fantastic Four, and so we would watch that because it was 45 minutes to school every day. We had to get up at 5:45 and leave the house by 7 and drive to school, and I would watch Fantastic Four like for 45 minutes all the way to school in the morning, and then the rest of it all the way home. And I had the script memorized as a kid because I literally watched it every day to school. I'm sure my mom was like, I'm gonna break that CD in half. So I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, not my Human Torch. My Human Torch is Chris Evans. Is Brave New World wait, is that the one with Red Hulk? Because it was boring. It felt like I was watching a documentary on what Marvel's doing. It felt like, you know, when those video game things, League does it. They come out and they have like this long live stream about, here's what you can expect of what's coming to League. Here's what you can expect what's coming to Dead by Daylight. We're gonna go over all the things that you can expect. Yeah, that's what it felt like. I felt like I was watching a live stream of them saying, here's what you can expect of Marvel in the next 2 years. We're going to bring in this character. We're going to bring in this character. Which would have been fine as a live stream. You're boring. I am not. Who are you watching right now? That's what I thought.